How's up, y'all? It's popping. It's D-Boss here acting this vid by Playback. It's titled John Morant is trying to ruin his career. I saw the little Instagram video where he was like flashing a gun or whatever the case. He wants to be hood so bad. People who are actually in the street, they don't really have to keep trying to prove to you they in the street unless they're a rapper. Because it's kind of a part of their whole image. Okay, that's kind of a different story. But you are a ball player, sir. Why are you trying to prove to everybody that you so hard and you got that blicky on you? It's just extra at this point. He's annoying and you ruining your bag. You got suspended. It's like, is this worth it? Very stupid. But anyway, let's see what they have to say. Let's watch. Just music. That's what it's giving. Because I'm not getting real hood vibes from you.
You know what's funny about this is that the internet began to blame his friend. You see that?
Yeah, I saw that.
They said his friends is such a bad influence, which very well could be true. But in that instance, all he was doing was vibing out to some young boy. Yeah. Which is okay. I think he just dropped the album. They're just having a good old time. And he starts what job? 100 millionaire, soon to be, because he signed the biggest contract of his life, starts waving a gun, and his friend flinches the camera because he realized how crazy it was. Yeah. It'd be the equivalent to if you got on cam and I was like, oh shit, your dick out. I'm not responsible for your dick being out.
Because nobody's thinking that you're going to pull your dick out.
It just surprised us.
We're sitting here vibing, and I'm like, all right, cool, let's get back to Asian vibing. Oh my God, your dick is out. Hey, you know what makes it worse? Where I'll be like, again, your dick is out again?
Not again.
2 months ago, we had this conversation about you putting your dick out. Fuck, man, put your dick away, man.
I actually think he was drunk.
I'm tired of giving that excuse.
I'm not. It's not.
So we made a video earlier in the year. Go check that out, talking about how John Morant just making dumb decisions, wants to be dumb, and just being young, idiotic. He also had another altercation with him flashing the firearm in the club. There was a whole bunch of back and forth about how he got in there, yada, yada, yada. In that video, all around, we gave a very neutral take.
He's trying to get into Memphis.
That's what you think he's trying to do?
Because it's so brain dead, there can't be another, it has to be a 4D move here. Pack up your moral clause. The moral clause, you can just notch the whole contract, sign somewhere else. He's going to get the same money. It's a job.
Well, he already signed the contract, so he's definitely, it means it's going to be traded there. So he's going to get the money regardless.
All contracts you sign, just about 80%.
Oh, no, but the ones that he signed are fully guaranteed.
It depends
I'm saying the contract.
It depends on the morality clause of the contract, but doesn't that sound like a 4D move?
I guess so. But look, let me finish this. In the first video we talked about y'all earlier this year, we were fairly neutral, trying to be optimistic and saying, hey, give him opportunity, let him change, yada yada yada. He's young, dumb, doing crazy things. That was like literally, I want to say 2 months ago, if that, a month and a half, 2 months ago. And we're back where we are right now, where he is now waving another firearm in the air. And there's so many different ways to attack this, but I agree with you what you said earlier. I can't even really blame his friends, because at the end of the day, bro, if he literally was just having a good time, threw it at him, he was like, fuck, bro, immediately flipped the camera off him immediately when he realized that this man decided to pull a gun out again.
And the funniest part about it is Jock doesn't need to carry it.
Does not need to carry it.
He should have security.
So let's talk about that as well, because there's a bunch of people on Twitter trying to defend Jock. Oh, he got a segment right, he can carry, what's wrong? I don't know how to say this without coming across as condescending. You niggas who say that, you clearly have nothing to lose. Alright? If you are someone of his status, you shouldn't be walking around with a firearm, bro. Hire security. If you feel like you're in that much of a risk, hire security. However, he clearly doesn't care that much about the risk that he's in, because if it was that much of a security problem, he would just stay inside, bro. That's the best way to really secure yourself, is to not just go out and about and do crazy things. Hey, you're young, you want to do things.
He's clearly listening to music and flashing it to look cool.
You can carry
not about security.
A weapon with you, that's fine. You have a Second Amendment right to do so. But there is an intelligent way in doing that. Again, if it's for security reasons, if you want to be safe, probably the safest way of doing so is not trying to potentially antagonize anyone that you believe will be doing any harm to you by running around doing all the shit that you are doing. Because if anything, that will put a bigger target.
These invisible ops he waving his gun at.
It's dumb. It's very dumb. You got too many people. Matter of fact, forget that. Too much money's on the line. He can do whatever he want to do with that money. He don't want to take care of nobody, that's fine. There's too much money on the line for him to be doing what he's doing, bro.
And there's so much politics in the NBA that this will affect Ja's opportunities.
Yes.
And if the Grizzlies give up on him, it's going to be very difficult for a team to take a risk on him as the first option, knowing that at any point, if a new album drops, he might be waving his gun. It's tough. It's unfortunate too because, like, yeah, he should be able to enjoy his life and what he's doing is technically not illegal. But you have to think about the brands that the NBA is around, bro. It'd be the State Farms and
the Nikes. He just signed Nike.
Yeah, and those companies don't want anything to do with firearms. It's one thing if you have a firearm and you use it.
They don't want to be associated with this ghetto shit.
That regardless of whether or not you like guns or you don't like guns. There's guns in every room in this house, bro. But I will never be waving it around. And if I don't have to use it or show it, I'm not just bragging about ownership of it because I know how it's gonna come across. If I want to do a deal with Vaseline because it helped get my fucking wrist right after an injury.
Okay, you finally told them why you had Vaseline. In the comment section, they were like, "Damn, Vaseline and arms were linked like that."
Nah, look, I injured my wrist.
No, for sure.
Yeah, I'm Vaseline on my mind, bro. But if I wanted a deal and they saw a clip of me waving a gun, they probably aren't gonna give me that deal. Yeah. So fuck the money part of this. Let's just talk about the logic part of this.
And oh wait, before we get and also this is I want to be clear as well for people who aren't familiar with what happened last time. This is not the first incident as well, which is the reason why we're kind of doubling back right now. He had an incident where there was an alleged incident with him and potentially some other associates with him back in February with another team, the Indiana Pacers, where there was an altercation that was reported then. There was also another incident with him bringing a firearm in the club. That kind of really blew things up, and then he was then suspended indefinitely, but it turned out to be like a 5 or 7 game suspension.
There was also
then there was an incident a year ago about him and potential a 17-year-old who got into this altercation and then turned into something much bigger where it has been alleged that John Morant was again waving a firearm in altercation with a 17-year-old. So this is why it's not just us overreacting to 1 or 2 incidences. It's a repetitive thing here. And also there's clips of some gang members saying, yo, you should probably stop waving gang signs when you're in ball games as well, because he does that a lot also. So it's like you are trying to look cool for the wrong people for no reason. No one is expecting you to be this person that you are portraying. We know that you are an NBA player. We've all accepted that you are an NBA player. We all know for a fact that you're not hard. You don't have to be hard. You don't have to be gangster. From anything that we know, Demetrius, you came up in a very good life, okay? So it's fine. And even if you did, Demetrius, you did come up in a hard lifestyle, it is fine to pivot in a different direction. You don't have to keep doing
you're
it,
fucking
and I'm gonna sit here and blame, oh, it's the music, guys. It's the music. There's plenty of NBA players who listen to quote-unquote dangerous music and they don't run around waving firearms in front of IG Live. And I'm not going to sit here and blame his fucking friend, bro. The nigga, how, like, I'm not trying to, because that did bother me. I was enjoying Mother's Day and I keep going up a timeline, I see another excuse, man. I'm like, damn it, bro. So people sit here and say, oh, man, he's dangerous. Like, bro, he's putting himself in situations that are dangerous. So, yeah, like you said, the logical route, bro, just get security, bro. You're overcomplicating something that should be very simple. You are making something so simple, but yet making it extremely dangerous because of your decisions. It ain't nothing to do with nobody else but Demetrius, bro. Nothing to do with nobody else.
I want the best for him, but like these are self-inflicted. Every single one of these,
you gotta want the best for
created
yourself.
The situation, and then you relished in it, and then you sometimes escalated them, and then you were most of the time the person that dealt with the consequences of it. And it's sad because like I don't see it changing. Like he said he was gonna get help. I don't know what type of help he received, but obviously it hasn't been already effective because he's still doing the same shit that he's been in trouble for. And it's only a matter of time before the NBA just puts his foot down, and then we'll have to talk about Ja's career as a what if.
Yeah, what if and that's what we're trying to.
He didn't start waving guns for no fucking reason. What if he didn't do this? What if he didn't do that? He is probably one of the most electric superstars the NBA has seen in a while. But I'm waiting for this nigga to eventually jump over somebody in a poster. I think he's probably the only person since Vince Carter that might be able to fucking pull it off. Everything we're saying, bro, I bet
it's done. It's done.
Yeah. Niggas that said it to him. I bet NBA veterans said it to him.
So that's the thing why I keep saying to like, oh, it's his family, his friends, somebody to pull him aside. There's no way that somebody is signing the type of contracts that he is signing, making the type of money that he's making, and has not put him aside and told him the things that he needed to be told. And even if they didn't, they certainly did after the last time when he got suspended. But he continues to do it. So it has nothing to do with no one else but Ja. But the other thing that I just get, we live in this world where people can get in front of microphones and just sit here and just say whatever y'all want them to say, and y'all think that that's good enough. So this is a statement that he made last time. I take full responsibility of my actions last night. I'm sorry to my family, teammates, coaches, fans, partners, the city of Memphis, and the entire Grizzlies organization for letting you down. I'm going to take some time away to get help and work on learning better
for what
methods
exactly?
with my stress and overall well-being.
Being a stupid nigga? I don't even get help for that.
He didn't really take time away. This is just some bullshit that he decided to say. Now this time he could probably take some real time away because it's the offseason for him. He got bounced out in the first round by the Lakers, nigga. But outside of that, like, I really and truly, like, these whole fake apologies that y'all sit here and accept that y'all think is actual growth and work. But people want John to be suspended. It's not because we want to see him get money out of his pocket. We're trying to really make sure the money get kept in his pocket before he keep doing more and more dumb shit.
So now let's appreciate how LeBron James, aside from that one China scandal, has been scandal-free for 20 years. It's insane. And he's a way bigger superstar than Ja. And he's been the biggest superstar in the NBA for the past at least 14, 15 years. This is insane. Let's give serious credit to LeBron James.
No, for sure, I agree. Shout out to Steph Curry, shout out to James Harden, shout out to Chris Paul, shout out to Paul George, shout out to all these gentlemen, shout out to Carmelo Anthony, shout out to all these gentlemen. And from my understanding, grew up in much worse environments than John Morant did. Much worse. And still somehow found a way to be on the right path and not blow and fuck up like millions of dollars of opportunity. They're making way more money now than they were back then. At the end of the day, Ja is young. He is very impressionable. Maybe younger than that. 22, 23, something like that. Young, very impressionable. So there are influence that can take over.
I hate when I use
people that we just named
the conversation.
Young,
he's old enough to know better.
And yet they still found a way to stay on the right path. When you are young, to be fair, again, you are susceptible to having, negative influence control your life. But we are now at a point where I can't keep blaming that on everyone else.
Yeah. Let us know.
God damn, it got bright. Sorry about that. The sun is literally bright. Anyway, fuck out of here, Ja. Like I said, we cannot excuse his behavior at all. His age has nothing to do with anything. 22, 23, that is old enough to know better. He feels like he's invincible and that he can do whatever the fuck he wants. That clearly is what the situation is. He does not care. He gonna release another little bullshit statement. I'm sorry, I'm gonna go get help. Help for what? Being a stupid nigga? The only way that can be cured is, through time. Time of you realizing that you stupid, and growing and acquiring wisdom and, learning from your bad decisions. But that's clearly not the stage he's in right now. He's not learning from his bad decisions at all. He's just like, I'm gonna do what the fuck I want. They need me. I'm the star. That's the vibe that he's giving, and it's really sad to see. I hope he gets it together, but I'm not gonna hold my breath. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Let me know what other videos you're gonna watch, and I'll see y'all the next time. Bye.